I won't make you do the cheer. I promise I won't make you do the cheer. Well, thank you for being here this morning. Are you ready for some education? Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first teacher this morning. Please welcome to the stage Sales Director Heather Wickstrom.
Alrighty, are y'all excited? Okay, fabulous. We're just gonna jump right in, okay? So get your notebooks out because I have a lot and I'm a lot. So Mary Kay always said nothing happens until somebody sells something. So in order to sell, you need customers, okay? So who would like more customers? All right, so today I'm gonna kind of work with you guys a little bit on social media and how to kind of do what we were doing in real life pre-COVID. So first off, I'm just gonna run through some things. First off, you gotta get referrals. Every single appointment, you have to get referrals. Every person you meet, you have to get referrals. Okay, like it's just a no-brainer. Like you have to get it. You have to get outside your immediate circle to get to your real circle, okay? Run a promotion in your group. I cannot encourage you enough. If you do not have a VIP group, please get a group. Please figure it out and get a group. Like there's so much information on the web to learn how to do that. When you invite people to your group, remember to personal message. You don't need to post it on your Facebook wall, whatever that's called, your feed. Right now, Facebook favors groups. So if you guys say something like, hey, we have this new product and this is what it is, and you have a picture, it's gonna go to the bottom of the algorithm. But if you post in your group, it's gonna show up on every person in that feed's group. Every person in that group's feed, all right? So, really, your regular feed, just post about you and what you enjoy, and don't worry about the product, worry about you, because you're the person that they want to buy from and you're the one that they want to get to know. Get a digital business card. Who has a cell phone? Anybody? Okay. There's so many ways to do a digital business card. I know there's even a way to do it in Canva. I don't know how. I bet your director doesn't know how, but I bet you can find somebody who knows how. So get a digital business card and put all of your social media links on it. If you don't have a business Instagram or business Facebook, get one. Seriously, because those are the links you want to put people on there. You want to put on your digital card. And when you meet people out and about, the goal is to add them to the group. If you're comfortable doing in-person events, go back to doing in-person events. But if you don't know how to do something, you guys, I want to empower you to Google it. I know that's really crazy, but it's a whole lot faster to find the answer. I know nothing about Excel. Like, I grew up, I knew how to do Corel. Anybody know what Corel is? Okay. Well, they don't have Corel anymore. They have Excel, and I do not know how to use it. But I had to Google shortcuts to learn how to use it, and I still have to Google the same shortcut. But, okay, let's talk about private messaging. Do you know that 100% of text messages are read? 100%. Blows your mind. Now, that does not mean that they respond, but they do read it, because everybody wants to clear that little dot at the end of the day. So, private messaging, direct messaging, Instagram messaging, all of that is key. Key, okay? Social media is about building relationship equity. So I've switched from when I go somewhere, Instead of asking them for their information, so to speak, I ask them if I can follow them on Insta or friend them on Facebook. My goal is to get them into my group. So, and they're going to want to watch you, get to know you, see what you're about. Live stories. Who does stories? Okay, y'all, I don't even go on my feed anymore. When people say, "Oh, Heather, did you see da 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 da?" I'm like, no. Like, no. But post in your stories. Post about your life. If you can post in your stories, this is going to be a lot for some people, and it's okay. Start with once a day. Stories are live for 24 hours. So if you post in increments of 3 posts a day and stagger them, your post will get more views and people will get to know you better. Doing polls, and it doesn't have to be Mary Kay stuff, y'all. And I actually encourage you to do like post. People are, what do you post? I post pictures of my cat. Like, I love my cat, and so I post a lot of pictures of my cat. I post pictures of my grandkids. I do have grandkids. I'm really young. I'm not. So I post that. I post pictures of me and my husband. We went to the Hill Country. If you've never been to the Hill Country, go to the Hill Country, but not between now and seminar, though. And, I posted a lot of pictures of us doing stuff, and should I wear this necklace, or should I wear that necklace, or should I wear these earrings? And you have people vote on stories, and that's how you stir up engagement. And people really do want to watch you, and they want to see you having fun. They want to see you, the real person. I did hear something very interesting yesterday on the radio, that relationships right now, women are striving to connect more. And so, yes, we are in the selling business, and nothing happens until you sell something, but women want to connect. So if you look at your Facebook feed or your Insta, whatever one you're on, or both, how many friends do you have? Have you reached out to all of them? Just to connect. It's really just about connecting. How are you? Oh, do your homework. Go look at their feed and see, make sure everything's cool. Like, oh, that's a really cute picture of your dog. Oh, I love it. But you can comment, and I'm going to give you a strategy on that. But you can comment, but, who's your ideal customer? Who do you want as your ideal customer? Do you know who you're looking for? Those are the people that you want to either friend or follow, okay? Okay, so here's a good strategy for you. This is, I learned this, I don't know, a year ago, and oh my gosh, it works. You ready? Okay, it's called the 27 tap method. So day 1, you find your ideal customer. Who is it? Ideally, you want someone who is either like you or better. Just saying, okay? So who takes care of themselves? Who pampers themselves? Who are some teachers? Who are people from church? Who are people that you like? Who is not on product that you would like to have on product? Okay? We're going to warm chat. So you follow and friend them. Okay? Day 1, and I would probably, if we've always talked about 5 new leads a day, I would probably do this with 5 people a day, okay? So day 1, you like 3 of their posts. You go into their feed, you find 3 posts that you like, and you like them. Okay, that's it. Ta-da! Day 2, you're gonna comment on 3 more of their posts. That's it. Genuine comments, you guys, and make it a sentence. The algorithm thinks anything less than 3 words or just like 3 emojis is a robot. So sincere, it's a sincere compliment, right? Like warm chatting. And then day 3, you're going to engage with 3 of their stories. So if they have a poll, you're going to take it. What color should my hair be? Green or blue? Well, pick one. Do you put a little heart if they like it, write a message back. Anytime you reply to a story, it's going to go right into their DM. Okay, so it's going to be a personal message. After you do this, you will show up in their newsfeed. The algorithm will put you in their newsfeed. So this is where you post valuable content. What do you love? Really, social media is all about connecting. It's really, we sell through connections, okay? So you're not out of people, you're not out of leads, you're out of connecting. So it's about connecting, and women are, they're just hungry for connections. How are you? When was the last time someone asked you, how are you? If it's someone that you haven't talked to in a while, make sure that you're connecting with valuable conversation. And it really and truly, it's like having a conversation face to face in a DM, except you're typing it. But they will read it. They may not respond, but that's okay. Not everyone, and also this, not everyone has Messenger downloaded to their phone. So we have to be very patient and realize that everyone has a busy life. People are busy. Most women are going back into the workforce. Some are still dealing with closed down schools and homeschooling. So do that. They want to see you. So, family pictures. You can say things like, this is what I love about my business. This is what I love about my life. And, show your kids. My kids used to sticker product. I did not care if it was upside down. It did not bother me a bit because I didn't have to do it. So stamping books and, I had a desk in my office for my kids when they were little, and they would work when I worked. They would scribble in color. So I've been doing this a long time. My youngest was 1, and he graduates college in May. So, okay. So let's talk, how do you get them into your group? Because we want to get them into our group. That's the strategy you're doing, the 27-tap method, and then you want to get them into the group. And so your group needs to be about more than just selling a product. I'll tell you, the posts that get the most engagement in my groups are not product posts. They are, the really silly ones that are, here's what's your leprechaun name and, all that. But use those tools to know who is in your group and who's paying attention. As long as your group is under 300, which I want you to get bigger than 300, but it stops after once you hit 300, you can see who viewed every post. Learn to use that as these people are watching you, and that's your cue to engage with them. They don't know that you saw that they saw. They have no idea. But, if you saw that Susie Cream Cheese did this, then you can DM her and, not right away, but later on, and just say, hey girl, I was thinking about you. How's it going? How's work? Go look on her page, see what's going on in her life. Does she have the same job? Does she go to the same church? Does she have another baby? Something. That's how you connect with people, and that's how you keep your customers forever. No kidding. I'm still servicing customers from my very first party. My very first, which, mind you, was a goose egg. It was a goose egg. It was really good practice. So, what else do you do in your group? Okay. How many of you love to go live? How many of you love to do videos? Reels? Okay. How many of you that don't do lives were in Mary Kay before COVID and did live parties? Okay. But you're not doing lives? Okay. You guys are the experts. They are not. Here's a quick tip. Turn the camera around. Don't look at yourself, look at the camera. That way you don't go, oh wait, I have a hair right here. Let me fix this. They're not looking at that. They're just kind of happy to see you live. All right, so here's some ideas. I actually got, we share a lot in Mary Kay, and I love this because you learn, and doing lives and videos. Everybody take a deep breath, but guess what? It's not going away. It's only going to get more. So your reach can be huge if you want it to be. All right, if you are content with having 10 people in your group, more power to you. I want 1,000, okay, of people that I've personally met, connected with, DM'd, and that I can, just do stuff with. These people can be your friends too. I mean, like, if you have a group, look at your group. You got 1,000 people in there. You could go to lunch with somebody. So coffee, you can do things live and then go meet them if you want to do that, but you do it in the DM. Okay, so here's a couple of challenges for you, all right? And I want you guys you have to track it and you have to be consistent. So if you want your group to grow, if you want your group to get more exposure, you need to go live. So Facebook favors, the algorithm favors video and lives, okay? If you can do both consistently, your group will continuously pop to the top of the people that are in your group's newsfeed. No kidding. They will see you, and they won't comment. They're gonna be like silently sitting there, but they will watch you. So the key is to keep it short. Okay, and you're gonna blunder through a lot, but don't wait for people to hop on. Don't say, oh, I'm just gonna wait for more people to hop on. Nope, because if Susie is on there and she has to wait for somebody, she's popping off. Okay, so it doesn't matter if anyone is on there, but if you're not looking at the camera, you don't even know. Okay. So, and you're not fixing your face, and you're not seeing any flaws, it's no big deal. So I want to challenge you for the next 7 days. You can start tomorrow. Who likes to wash their face? Everybody likes to wash their face? That's all you have to do. Okay, so this is the cleanser I'm using tonight, y'all. I love it. It foams up. I use the Voluform. It foams up. It's anti-aging. Anybody want to be wrinkled? I didn't want to be wrinkled. I'm so excited, and this is our Skinvigorate brush. So tonight I'm just going to show you how I wash my face. It's done. Thanks. Whatever. Just, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. It's 5 minutes. Or less is actually the best. What they love, charcoal mask, microdermabrasion, peels, do exfoliating products because they want to see the before and the after, okay? So use the mask applicator, put on your whatever mask you're gonna do. So I wanna challenge you to do a mask or an exfoliating product every night. Eye makeup remover, micellar water, charcoal mask, microdermabrasion, facial peel, moisture gel mask, and pick something else. Lip scrub, I don't care, whatever. Just pick 7 products and go live every night. You don't have to announce it, you can just pop on, okay? Now, if you announce it, that's gonna hold you accountable. So, but literally 1 product each night. Another great idea to do is a 5-product Friday. Pop on and do 5 products in 5 minutes. Literally time yourself. Okay, I'm gonna 5 products. Y'all, you're practicing. It's no big deal, okay? This is just getting everything up. You can play bingo. Anybody play bingo in their groups? Okay, Google it if you don't know how. Oh my gosh, y'all. Bingo rocks. You can have a mystery hostess night. You can do, you can get people to go on with you. It's always fun. You can get your kids, your daughter, your son. My son is 20, my youngest is 21, and he would get on and do charcoal mask with me. Just saying. I mean, like, he doesn't care. So, but keep in mind, you have to share the same thing, same content 10 times before people grasp 10%. So don't feel like you're repetitive, because you are. You're doing the same thing over and over. Isn't it the same thing? Like, I have the same jokes. It's whenever I'm like sharing the Mary Kay opportunity with people, I'm like, okay, you can ask me 5 questions, anything you want to know, this, that, the other. The only thing we're not going to talk about is my weight. See? And everybody laughs. New audience, everybody says the same thing. It's like not a big deal. Just say the same things over and over again. Use your insights in your group to see who's been viewing it. And I even do my top 10, there's an insight in there, top 10 group participants, and I recognize them at the beginning of the next month. So, like, really, I mean, your customers, I want you to think of your customers as part of your team, because they want you to win. They want to know what you're working for. They want to see the Star Consultant prize that you're working for. So if you haven't picked one out, you better pick one out and laminate that baby and put it right there and show it every single time. If you're working for your car, same thing, talk about it. Just, be yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody does anything perfectly, and perfection is procrastination anyway. Okay, Facebook parties or parties. I prefer Zoom parties. I love them. You can do them with or without samples. Do not feel like you have to do all of the things. Anybody ever buy anything online without trying it first? Kind of the same thing. They don't know. They have no idea. And, you don't have to send them samples. And that's why I like to do the 5 by Friday and, 5 things in Friday and talk about different products. I mean, like, if you're going to talk about a brush set, do they need a sample of a brush set? Like, really? So you're going to ask for in the DMs is where you're going to ask for your parties. If you do Facebook parties, you're going to pretend like everybody has ignored every question that you've ever asked them. Like, if you do your closing and then you're just waiting for them to go on your website and place an order, you're going to be waiting a long time. Like, really. Don't want to do that. I don't. I would rather just text somebody my order and tell me what I need and let them tell me like the total, and then I'll do it. That's a whole lot faster. So in the DMs, I pretend like they either watched it. Thank you, and I always do a thank you so much. I friend everybody in there. Thank you so much for watching the Facebook, watching us live, or did you have a chance to watch us live, or did you watch the replay? I ask them questions. I'm always asking a question. And then if they say, oh, I watched it live, I'm like, oh, what product are you, what did you like best, or how does your face feel? I do all the closes as an individual close. Your DM is your individual close. So it's, how does your face feel? What product did you like best if you did samples? What products are you most interested in? And what would you like to start with? Like, it's really that simple. But you have to connect with them first. So if you friend them and follow them, or friend them in the group first, and then just talk to them. How do you know Susie? How do you, where do you work, or what do you do, or what keeps you busy, whatever. If you connect with them a couple of times, you're more than likely going to be able to confirm them if they're going to watch the live. Are you going to be able to watch the live or the replay? They'll ask you, when is it? You tell them. And they'll say, oh, I'll probably have to watch the replay. Okay, great. Do you mind if I follow up with you? I mean, like, really, it's just a conversation, okay? Now, my first 3 Facebook parties that I did when we began this whole thing, I really was not game. Like, I was like, really? To do this? Are you kidding? And I asked 3 people that had I thought the best circle of friends, but I honestly thought they were going to say no, and they all said yes. They all said yes. And I actually have a team member that came from one of them. Well, 2, and they're both 3. Here, never mind. I have a bunch. So, I just, you don't know who's going to say yes. You can assume that they're going to say no if you want to, but I would rather assume that they're going to say yes, right? So that's kind of the whole Facebook thing. I just, make sure you have a good party that you can either automate or schedule out. I know your director has one. If she doesn't, I know you have a girlfriend that has one. But, we have a top director that did a really marvelous party. And honestly, you guys, that's all I do. I do the same thing. I don't do color. I don't, nothing. I mean, I keep it, it's miracle set and charcoal mask. That's it. That's all they get. And they love it. And I just whip through it. I can keep my party down. My party runs anywhere, depends on how chatty I get, from 54 minutes, no kidding, to to an hour, 9 minutes. And I'm done. So, how do you get referrals? You ask them. If I'm sending samples out, I put a fabulous referral sheet in there, or you could do a skin profile and they can text it to you, or you have a Google sheet or whatever. But I do say the highest compliment you can pay me is to refer me to your friends. If we were live, I would have you fill this out and leave it with me. But since we're virtual, we're gonna just do this and I'm gonna have you snap a picture. And then I play music. And I move away from my desk and I make a lot of noise. I might go play with the cat for 5 minutes or so. They don't know what I'm doing. I might package a couple of orders. I might, whatever. And then I come back and I'm like, okay, who's got the most? And I make them snapshot it right then and there. Send it to me. Here's my number. If you don't ask, you're not going to get. Okay? Some will, some won't. It's not a big deal. Like, some people are going to go, I'm not doing that. And some people are going to go, okay. But you can always DM them to have a party. If you have a post that says who wants to have a party, because we have those posts, does anyone ever respond? No. You book it in the DM. You pretend like they're going to say yes. I mean, you have to assume the yes. So, let's see. Bookings are the lifeblood of your Mary Kay business. So I always say things like, oh my gosh, Susie, the hostess, Susie is only 3 orders away from maxing out her hostess credits. Susie only needs 1 more booking to unlock her hostess credits. And people are like, really? I only have to place an order? And you're like, yeah, and boom, $80. So it's how are you phrasing it? How are you asking them? You have to make it about the hostess. What is she going to get? What did you promise her? So I like to do like a 80 for 40, and then I do a lot of half-price items. Half-price items, they could have as much as they want. But when they have 2 parties book, they receive an additional $25 in free products from me. And then after the second party holds, I give them a gift. And I give them a nice gift, okay? So I always message everyone to close them out. Even if they don't respond, I message them again. And when you're closing, here's something really good too, because this is really key. We used to have a roll-up bag at each, how we used to do that? Like we had a roll-up bag. I know some of you are going, what in the heck is a roll-up bag? Well, ask your director. So a roll-up bag, and you do a close. This is if you walked into a department store and asked them for the I Deserve It All collection, they charge you over $700. But in Mary Kay, I like everyone to have choices. Don't you love choices? It's whatever kind of clothes. Show a roll-up bag filled. Don't show an empty one. Show a filled one. And it doesn't matter. Don't ask me what's in it, because it doesn't matter, because I can't see it. But show and romance that roll-up bag. Okay? We believe in relationship equity. Write that down. People will buy from you when they trust you. Trust, trust, trust. And then if you are consistently working and doing the 27-tap method, trust me, it works. Okay, I have a consultant in my unit that has had this stream of bookings in Pennsylvania. We're in Texas. So it's crazy how you can reach so many people. But get excited about whatever your goal is. Are you excited about $100 a week, or is $1,000 a week better? Y'all, you can do a Facebook party in an hour and everything else is in a text. You can do a Zoom party in an hour and everything else is in a text. But making that connection in a text, thanking them, sending them, asking them questions about people in their group, making that connection is really going to pay off for a long time to come. So, thank you.
Let's hear it again.